Good morning, good morning, good morning, family. Oh my goodness, today is part two. We hung out on yesterday at the National Family Empowerment Conference and Expo, and today we are going to wrap it up with an old school family reunion style just get together. I cannot wait to bring up my co-host of the morning. Woo! Come on, Pastor Donnelly Reed. We got to let these people know what the deal is today.
Yes. See, normally today would have been outside cookout, having a good time. But guess what? We're going to bring it indoors and we're going to do the same thing. We are going to have a great time. So, welcome to the old school family reunion. And what does that look like? That looks like the things we used to do in old school, the fun we used to have, the things we used to do to stay active. We are going to talk about those things, and then we're going to talk about what we are doing today, what we need to continue to do, and how we need to keep coming together as family to keep each other active, healthy, having fun, mindset right, just moving together as one big, happy, healthy family. So I'm
Absolutely.
excited.
Now, Donna, we're not going to do this ourselves. We actually got company.
We do, and we do. We're bringing on some folks. We're bringing on some folks that have become family on the journey. Yes, we are. Hey, everyone. We're going to have everyone introduce their own selves. You know how it is. You show up to the cookout, you just start walking in. Hey, I'm so and so. And most of us know you anyway, but it's always good to introduce yourself. And so we want you to introduce yourself. We're just going to thank God. Yesterday, Dr. Gripper prayed the whole conference. So we're going to thank God for the continuance of his blessings throughout this day. You know, we need to bless our food. We need to bless our reunions. We need to bless our gatherings. So we thank God for his continuous blessing today as we move forward with the old school family reunion. Hey, family.
Hi.
Yay. And you know, one thing I mentioned yesterday, when you have grown up like in a system or grown up outside of maybe your biological family, people just had it just naturally become your family. When you meet them, you love them. When Lisa and I met, we became sisters. I mean, there's just no question. It's sisterhood. We had ups, we had downs, we had all arounds, but most of all, we had love, respect, blessings for each other, and we will always be family. And so it's so good to be co-hosting with my sister today at the family reunion. And so I'm going to ask the rest of the family that's with us today if they would introduce themselves. Tell us what you do, because today is resources as well in the community. What are the resources that are available to us? Where can we go to stay active, to stay healthy? What do we need to do? So let us know all about you. And so let's start with Jennifer Lee.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jennifer Lee. I am the director of the Johnson C. Smith University Healthplex. That is a place where you can come and work out, get some health programming, and just come and work on that physical aspect of yourself.
We love that. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
And I'm grateful that you decided to hang out with us today. Who's up
Yes.
next? Who is up next?
There we are.
I guess that's me. Hello, everyone. I am Mr. Alonzo, A to Z, Zolingo Spice for Life. I am a health enthusiast, nutritionist, and life coach. And I have products that I have developed to promote healing in the body, and also do consultations and helping people transition to that higher quality of life.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here with us.
Yes.
All right now.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. Nonstop, aka AJ, aka Coach AJ. I'm a founder of Community Youth Learning in Action Incorporated. We help children as far as transportation, to getting to prison systems to see their parents or loved ones that's incarcerated. And we also coach boys basketball. And I am a member of the first Charlotte class of certified health workers. And I am a family member of homeforme.org. And I keep going and going, but I'm gonna stop.
That's what we like, though. A family member of Home
That's
for Me.
right. We love it. We love it. And so, and Lisa, you know what? I want you to tell them who you are, because one of the ways that we stay healthy is to stay wealthy. Is to hey, come on, let's keep it real. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. That is always my prayer. And so let them know what you do.
So I am Lisa Santiago McNeil, and you know that there are so many people so many women specifically, who have had to make decisions in their lives that were not always in their best interest because they didn't have the finances to make the decision that they needed to. Well, what I do is I help them to transition what they know into a profitable business, and I assist them with writing and publishing their books and producing content that will attract the clients that they deserve. And I am also a part of the Home for Me family. We got somebody else in the green room. She's here. She made it.
Okay. All right. There she is. All right.
Good
Judith
morning.
Bentley, none other than.
Yes.
Judith, introduce yourself. Just let us know who you are.
Oh, okay. I am Judith Bentley. I am also a part of the Home for Me team. And what I do is I advocate for seniors for their benefits. And not just for their benefits, to give them a voice a lot of times when they don't feel confident to use their voice. To give them the education to know what they're eligible for, not only what they're eligible for, but what they deserve and what they have worked for. So with what I do, I help them to, like Miss Lisa Santiago say, not just stay in the life that they're in, but to transition into a life that they would like to have going forward, knowing that they have support in getting the benefits that they need. I am a senior advocate in Medicare.
Awesome. Awesome. And we're going to get a chance to talk more about that in a little bit. So now this is what I would like for us to do, because one thing about when you show up to a family reunion, and I'm going to tell you, I don't mind crashing them. You ever ride down the street and just see folks cooking out and stuff? And they don't know what part of the family you're from. I've got a cousin, Dana, and I remember me and Dana stopped at a couple of reunions one day. We don't know if they were reunions, just cookouts in the backyard. And the funny thing is the people just laughed and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Like that. We ate, we had a good time. Very few people asked us specifically who we were, because it was so many people. And then and it's the funniest thing is we were cracking up because we came together. We were cousins, and here we are, family reunion. And so I'm going to say, while we are crashing and someone else is coming into this family reunion, and next year we're going to be live. So we're really excited about that. We'll be in person because we are just going to believe that people are going to take care of themselves this year. And next year we will be able to go live and have the cookout, the food, and all of that. But what I would like for us to do is to go back around, and I want us to share our stories. I'm talking about our health journey story, or what it is that we have. Like Dr. Lee, I know that you are over the healthplex at Johnson C. Smith. What kind of equipment is in there? What kind of programs do you have in there? And then if you have a personal story, I want those of us on here that have that personal story to tell their personal health journey. Okay, so Dr. Lee, start with you and just let us know what kind of products or what's inside the Johnson C. Smith University, which is located here in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is another reason why partnership with colleges are so important. Remember, This event is sponsored by Together We Win. Together We Win is college, community, corporations, and church. When we come together, we win. And so let us know what you have over there on the campus of Johnson C. Smith University.
Okay. So if you have ever been to a gym, picture that inside the Healthplex. So we have treadmills, elliptical machines, which are the ones that feel like you're kind of gliding. We have bikes. We have free weights, like so dumbbells and things like that. We have weight training machines. Everything that you would see at a place like a YMCA, we have it. In terms of our programming, we offer weight management classes. I'm a certified health coach, so we can do health coaching sessions one-on-one. And everything that we offer is free, by the way. So you just need to get some clearance from your doctors, and then you would be good to go. If anyone has any issues with smoking, we offer a smoking cessation program. We do programming around healthy cooking, healthy eating, pretty much anything in the realm of wellness we offer.
Did you all hear that, family? If you are here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Johnson C. Smith, the Healthplex, is available. You heard what she said, pretty much everything you need. So we don't have to wonder. And Johnson C. Smith is uniquely in a community where when we say underserved, we don't mean they don't have, we mean they may not know where it is. And so Johnson C. Smith is in a community here in Charlotte where if you are a senior citizen, if you are a college student, if you are anywhere in between, it's available. It's available to you, which is a great, great thing. I want to add to that yesterday we had Deborah Weeks, the CEO of C.W. Williams, the Community Health Center here in Charlotte. And C.W. Williams is a place where you can go. If insurance is a challenge, you are still welcome there for full health benefits. And then now you have Johnson C. Smith. If you need to go work out, if you need to do something, it's available. So right now we just talked about two major entities that are here in Charlotte, North Carolina, that are available. Senior citizens, I really want you to hear this. Young people, I really want you to hear this. Anywhere in between, I really want you to hear this and utilize these services that are in the community. Now, I'm going to ask Mr. AJ, who is a connector. He also is a connector in the community. AJ, I met through a competition that we have here in Charlotte that's among churches. It's called Village Heartbeat. The churches come together so that we might stay healthy. We come together and we have this competition, 16 weeks among us. And what do? We eat right. We work out. We do 30 minutes a day or more. We walk. We stay connected with each other. Because guess what? Together we win. And so AJ literally is the poster person. You like it? I'm going to say it that way for one. For getting healthy. I'm going to say it like that. Through a program of people coming together and what can happen as a result. AJ, can you tell us your story?
Yes. I was trying to get this lighting right because, I'm actually in studio working and just coming out of the Love Cafe. So I apologize for the lighting.
That's okay.
We actually thank Dr. Jennifer Lee because she opened up the doors of Johnson C. Smith Healthplex to us during those competitions. And I came down from 465 pounds to 265 pounds. Now, during the pandemic, of course, I put back on about 30 pounds. However, it's not about the weight. It's not a biggest loser challenge or anything. It's about knowing your numbers and staying healthy and staying fit. And like Sister Donna was saying, eating right and just knowing, how to have a change in your lifestyle. As far as, exercise, rest, eating, it helps your mind, it helps your spirit, it helps your body. So it's all, it's very good for the community as a whole. And again, like I said, I don't think I would have been able to do it if I couldn't have spent the time that I did up in Johnson C. Smith Health Blacks.
And of course, AJ, and a lot of people might think it's weight, but it's not, because health is a state of mind and wellness is a state of practicing healthy lifestyle. So the lifestyle where we can connect with the gym, the lifestyle where we can connect with food and nutrition that gives us what are the benefits of various foods that takes us and allow us to live and practice that healthy lifestyle. Because without the wellness part of it, there really isn't a great health that we're working with. So, like you said before, you might have said, I lost 200 pounds. That is a phenomenal feat. And even though you have gained 30 pounds, again, it's not about the weight, it's about the healthy lifestyle. So you followed up and you said, I'm continuing to eat, I'm continuing to do the gym, I'm continuing to walk and to live the healthy lifestyle that I need to live. That is the foundation of health. And so forget about the weight. As long as we're practicing the health, I think we're marching in the right way.
The other thing is what I would like, if whoever is watching live, would you put in the chat or the feed some of the things that you have done to remain healthy, or if you need some encouragement, put that in the chat, because we're going to try to go back to the chat and see who do we need to reach out to and say, hey, here's what you can do, because together we win. We're family. So put in there some of the things that you do, some of the exercises, some of the activities, because when we get to that part, we're going to talk straight fun. We're going to talk straight foods that we can eat and that kind of thing. But Alonzo, could you tell us your story?
That's right.
What was your question again, Donna?
I want Alonzo to tell his story. He has an amazing story.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you for having me, Pastor B. Thank you for having me to home for me to speak here today. My story. I'm actually the reason why I do what I do is because of my journey to get to this point. In 1995, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and when I was diagnosed with Crohn's, at the time I was 260 pounds, and I'm 6'6". You can't see that sitting down, but I was 6'6", pretty big guy at 260. So through the years, I was put on different medications for about 15 years. I was working in corporate America, and after 15 years of different medications, I dwindled down to 140 pounds, which was basically skin and bones. I walked into a holistic doctor's office at a last resort, and I said, "Hey, doc, what do you think I can do about this?" And he recommended to me within 5 minutes. He said, "Mr. Hill," he said, "you're going to be in the hospital for the rest of your life in about 2 weeks, unless you make some drastic changes." So I took some of his advice. He gave me a few things to try, but I went back to my doc, and I said, "Doc," I said, "this guy's telling me I have 2 weeks. What's the deal here? Is he telling the truth?" He says, "Well, he's telling you the truth." He said, "Right now, your only option is to have this surgery, and you either come out with a colostomy bag the rest of your life." He says, "The possibility you may not even make it through this surgery." So the other option, you'd be lucky if you get another 10 years of your life. And I said, "Hey, doc, hey, it is what it is. Let's hope I get the best out of this thing." So I went in through the surgery, and going through the surgery, they removed over 2/3 of my intestines. and then after that, luckily, I came out. I did not have to wear a colostomy bag. The surgery is supposed to be a 2-hour surgery, and it ended up being a 6-hour surgery for them to put me back together. And so luckily I came out, no colostomy bag. I'm still here, so that's a good thing. And that was in 2010. And so I've exceeded that 10 years that he said that I would be lucky if I got it. So what, yeah. So what I'm saying is, you know, after going through that journey of, you know, the surgery, after the surgery, I was on medications for another 4 years after that. So I was on medications for 4 years. I was pretty much depressed. I was sitting in the dark. I didn't have any energy. And one day after 4 years of being in that state, I just woke up one day and I said, you know, either I'm going to fix this myself or I just won't be here. So I started to research, and I wanted to find out what promoted healing in the body and what didn't. I experimented on myself, as well as taking nutrition courses. And so after a year of doing that, I went back to my doctor, and my doc, he took my blood work. He says, Mr. Hill, he said, blood work's looking great. He said, the medicine's really working. I said, well, doc, haven't taken the medicine in about a year. And then he looks at me and he says, well, what are you doing? Because I have the same thing. And so I said, gee, I said, you mean to tell me I'm paying you to fix me and you can't fix yourself, doc? It's not making any sense. Although I do have much respect for all the doctors on there that are out there, they actually, their knowledge and wisdom brought me to the point where I was able to heal myself after all of the damage. So I want to say this is not a knock against doctors, but it is what I wanted to make the point that we can prevent a lot of these diseases, sicknesses, and things while just by changing our lifestyle. And that's what after I walked out of that office, and I just kept helping people, whether it be family members and friends. And after that, my wife said, well, that's all you do. That's all you talk about is health. So I then pursued and got another life coaching degree. And now after helping people transition to that higher quality of life, I first had a client that was dealing with a bad case of eczema. And I said, you know, he asked me what I could do for it. First, I told him what he could do on the inside, but also I said, well, let me see if I can, if I can do something for your skin. So I already had a skincare that I was using. So I did some research and I developed the all plant skincare, which is my Zolingo skincare. And that is good for eczema, psoriasis, and different dry skin issues. So I developed the skincare out of helping that particular kind. And then I had clients that also asked me what I could, you know, they didn't like to consume veggies. Well, I said, well, you know, veggies, I can make them taste great. So I developed my business already, Zolingo Spice for Life. So I developed my own spice blends. So I have a original spice blend where I developed that way you could, my philosophy is that everything that we should consume should promote healing on the body. So I developed my original spice blend, a herb blend, and then I also have a turmeric tea.
Okay, wonderful. So listen, so we will make sure that people get your information. That will be fantastic. We'll make sure, because when you have a story that goes from going to the doctor and they giving you a deadline, listen to that. A deadline on your life. So a diagnosis, sometimes people can say, well, this is where you're going to head because of this. And we take our mindset, like Ms. Judith was just saying, and say, oh no, like AJ did, and say, oh no, this is what we're going to do. But we have to do that together. We have to share what we know. We have to share some of the things that we've done. And again, that's where Together We Win comes in. And then to shift this to what we do and what we should do in the family is the way we live and what we eat and how we respond to our own health issues is what our young people are watching. It's what our children are watching. It's what we're feeding them. It's what we are saying to them. It's what we're doing in front of them. And again, that's where the old school family reunion makes so much sense, because we are now shifting the strategy on the way we used to eat, the things
Yes.
we used to do, to now what we need to do. So if I could just do this for a moment. We used to go outside and have so much fun. And now it seems like that's not the case. It's like people are in the house, they're on the technology, we're gaining weight, being in the house due to COVID and that kind of thing. So it shifted from us doing things together to now kind of exclusive to ourselves, and then our health taking a hit. But then
Right.
the other shift is then with our what we used to eat wasn't really good for us, and now we're shifting to eating good. So what we need is the two worlds to come together. Do you hear me? What we need is what we used to do physically and how we eat now to come together, so that together our bodies win. How about that?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. And we
So,
get that health and wellness in.
yes. So I see some of the responses are coming up on the chats, the ones that are coming up. I see Toya is everyone's cousin. And if you know Toya Bailey, she is everyone's cousin. Um, I see some of the people that are, congratulations to the shifts that we've made and the things that we've done. We are family. And what we need to do is we need to keep each other accountable, on track, and excited about good health. And what we do will impact our young people. So I want to get this piece in before we start telling. Or Lisa, did you have something, a place you wanted to go right now?
Well, I thought that we might go to talk a little bit about what we've done in the physical for Home for Me with these old school family reunions. But with the sharing that's going on, I didn't know if it was a good time for me to share now or later about the benefits of using the technology to create accountability in some of the activity, because I'm grateful to my accountability team that is all across the East Coast. I get up
Yes.
every morning with ladies from all across the East Coast. We have our Facebook group messenger, and we literally get on there visually together, walking on the treadmill, walking outside. Some people just walking around the house, but it's all about just moving. And that accountability for me was really, really important, because so much of what I do is sedentary. It was easy to just keep on sitting and watch somebody exercise on video, right? But because they could see me moving, or they could see that I was up or breathing harder or whatever, that interaction also came encouragement. I heard, all right, Miss Lisa, I see you sweating over there. And it would make you really, really get consistent. I'm in my 7th week now, 7 weeks of walking consistently every morning from 7 a.m. to 7:30, to the point that about 2 weeks ago, because the daylight hours started shifting, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to just sit here. When I get up, I'm going to the treadmill. So now I'm already walking when they come on. Okay, Miss Lisa, I see you getting your walk on already.
Right?
And we're able to encourage each other through that without even being in the same city,
Yes.
getting creative.
And I'm so glad you said that, because one of the things that I was concerned about was the same thing. Like, Well, we used to go to yoga. I mean, not yoga, Zumba, and we used to, be able to go to these places.
Yeah.
And then I turned on YouTube on my television, and I said, wait a minute. I mean, I don't care what kind of exercise you want to do, think you want to do, you want to try out. It is on YouTube, and you can get on there. But Lisa, like you said, to stay connected, it's always best to do it with somebody. That accountability. I want to join that club, Lisa, so don't forget me.
I'll tag you on Monday. We do it Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern.
Yes, I need you to tag me on that. Because I used to walk every single morning, and then I kind of slowed down, and then COVID gave me the excuse.
Yep.
Then I started walking around my driveway, and then if it was too cold or if it was too, hot. So I would love that, because I need to get back to the accountability as well.
Absolutely. Accountability is awesome.
Yes.
It sure is. And the ability to be together or be in a progress or be in an event together with others. When you guys were talking, I was thinking too also with our seniors, a lot of the times they don't do things because they don't have a buddy partner.
Yep.
Okay. So that takes me back to when we were in Village Heartbeat and we were doing those exercises every Friday night or every Tuesday night. We would go and we would do line dancing, or we would do Zumba, and there's so many of the seniors that would come out to do that. So with the technology that we have now, like Miss Lisa is talking about, but then also with the healthplex that is sitting at Johnson C. Smith University, I think that our seniors, especially those who really don't like to go out right now and do a lot of stuff, they have the best of both worlds. Because if we have some seniors that want to go out and just be together with others in individuals, then we have the healthplex. And if we don't, we have seniors that also like to exercise by YouTube or by the internet, then we have that platform. So I think right now, like Miss Donna was saying earlier, let's bring back the way we used to exercise now with what's the shift of the way we're eating. I think having the seniors, and not just the seniors, but the seniors and the family and the youth, to have those types of platforms to sort of pick and choose, I think that's the best of both worlds going on right now. I think that as long as there is a group, as long as there is a support, as long as there is encouragement, like Miss Lisa was saying, hey, Miss Lisa, I see you got your walk going on. As long as all of that is there, that camaraderie develops. And that's where we have the together we win, because you're going to walk, and then this person over in the other part of the East Coast is going to walk, and that other person is going to be walking. So that just because you are not together doesn't mean that you're not getting it done, or doesn't mean that you don't feel the camaraderie. It helps. It really does help to keep you going, keep you energized, and keep you focused into the transitional times of your life that you're trying to get to. I think that right now the pandemic and all. I think pandemic has really usurped or brought out of the dark shadows, so to speak, some of technology's greatest benefits that we're living through right now, because we were forced into doing some things and having to be creative. And so therefore we came out with a lot of benefits from that, even though we're still shut down.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Making the best of your situation.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Donna,
so
would you like me to share some of the photos from previous family reunions that we've had and some of the activities at this point?
Yes, let me lead into it for those that are coming on just like now, or they were just coming on today, and say that Home for Me is a voice for teens in foster care. It takes the concerns of homelessness from teens that are aging out of the foster care system. Why is that so important? Because our young people are aging out of the system at alarming numbers. 23,000 teens a year age out of foster care. 20% will become instantly homeless if we are not there making sure that they are okay. The importance of Home for Me is that we are making sure that they are okay. We're bringing them through some a program called Leg Up on Life. Leg stands for leadership, entrepreneurship, and grooming. And we are making sure that our young people have a plan, a life plan, a business plan, a plan for higher education, and a plan to be prosperous in their future. So one of the things that Home for Me understands with our young people that are in the foster care system, are especially our teens, because many of them know the chances of them being adopted are very slim, and so we become their family. That's the reason, one major reason for the reunion. We become their family, and as we become their family, we say together we win. We wrap love and support around them, but all of our events are family oriented. All of our events say the birthday party. Remember, a birthday party is like celebrating just them. We have a Christmas event. We have different events that are just for them. Mother's Day weekend, we had a big event because imagine what they're thinking about or what they're going through on Christmas, or I mean in Mother's Day weekend, because they don't have that family. But Lisa, yes, as she's showing some of these, there's some music that we would love to play as well. And just to let you know, we are making sure that our young people stay active. We're making sure that they have fun, that they know that they're loved, and that they are a blessing to us as we continue to be a blessing to them and all of us, because together we win.
Absolutely. And for those young people that might be on air right now listening to us, listen, we've got you. We don't just do these types of events just to say we're doing an event. We do these types of events so you know that the support is there. So you know that we are there. So you know that if you need to reach out, there's always be an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, like Miss Toya said, she's everybody's cousin. Is always a family member there. As long as there's a home for me, there will always be a home for you. So don't be shy in reaching out. Reach out to us. That's why we're here. We're here to let you know we're here for you. And you the strength and hope lives and still remains. You're mighty and majestic, descendants of kings and queens. Royal blood flows through your veins. Children of the dream. Hold your head up, hold your head up. Vision for keep reaching. No matter what, no you can take it. No matter what, no matter what, no royalty. Royalty, royalty, you are the elements from above, ain't no blood, no royalty. Oh, brother, you're a king, sister, you're a queen, children of a tree. If you've never been told, how do you know your royalty? Oh,
Can you show the pictures again?
I am. Yep.
Yes.
Keep pushing, give it all you got. Don't stop till you reach the top. So hold your head up high. Hold your head up high. Keep reaching. No matter what, no you can make it. No matter what, no gonna make it. You're right. Oh yes, you are. This is from above. Ain't no love. I am a king, sister, you're a queen, children of the tree. If you've never been told, time for you to know your royalty. You're beautiful, so beautiful. You're this is from above, ain't no blood, your royalty.
Yes. So let me say, oh. Okay, so let me say that we have to be very careful about showing the faces of our young people. Mm-hmm. And so we had to just select some of the pictures. But the birthday party, we have so much fun. I mean, we play balloon toss, we dance, hula hoop contest, we do jump rope, musical chairs, we have DJ, we dance. I mean, it is so much fun. They have so much fun. Individual cakes, individual cards. We give them gifts. We give them practical gifts, which is one of the reasons we reach out to the community when it comes to the birthday event, when it comes to Christmas, and we ask for the donations of specific items like the bed in the bag. We talked about it yesterday that these young people are shifted from place to place. We don't know the activities that they have going on. We don't know the atmosphere that they're in, but we make sure that they have a bed in a bag so that they have their own something that belongs to them. We give them a filled suitcase. The filled suitcase has the sheets, towels. These are towel sets, an umbrella, things that we might just simply take for granted. We give them resources. We give them invitations to the events that we're having and the programs that we do. And this is open up to all young people that are teenagers in the foster care system. Now, and the ones that have aged out. Now, I want to say this while we are on this platform. If you are in a city and we are not there yet, please, we are ready to come and establish Home for Me in that city, in that county, or wherever you are, because young people are aging out all over the United States. They're not just aging out in one place. They're aging out all over the United States. So please, if you are in another city and you want us to come and do a birthday party there, if you want to do the virtual event like this one, let us know and we will be there. And so we're excited about that. And then at Christmas, we repeat what it is we're doing. These are giving young people, again, physical activities. We share with them activities to do. One thing I just saw the other day on a post was where a young man was mowing the neighbor's yard, or I think a senior citizen's yard, and he got credit for that at school. I just want our young people to know, and all of us to know, that intergenerational activities, intergenerational coming together in events are so key, because our seniors that might be in the house, they need someone to come and do things for them. Our young people need to stay active. They need you to come and help them out. It could be wiping down their cabinets for them. It could be doing yard work. It could be helping them move things around in the house. So connect with someone, your neighbor, someone, in your family, and see what it is that they need done. And intergenerational programs, period. So when you help them get on YouTube, because remember, a lot of us didn't know how to shift that strategy and get on YouTube. A lot of seniors didn't know how to use their phones and access different activities. But young people, you do. And so you can be, well, you are what we need, but you can be the key to someone getting up and becoming active. Walk with them so they feel safe. There's just a lot of things that we can do intergenerational, and all of our programs are intergenerational. It's our seniors and our families, that because we're the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents to these young people, right? And especially those that are in the foster care system that may not have their biological family with them at the moment. We become that family that we believe God connected together. So absolutely. Is it time now, Lisa, to start talking about some of those things we used to do?
We sure can. We sure can. I don't think it was as atypical to be active in some of the times that I remember even growing up. We didn't sit with the video games. We went outside, we jumped double dutch, we played tag. We physically did a lot of moving. I was a double dutch queen, love double dutch.
Yes. I
Love.
was telling Lisa yesterday, and you could jump, and that's one thing, but you sure better have good turners too. Turning was an art too, because if you ever went to go jump in the line and that person couldn't turn, you would try to creatively and as nice as possible ask someone else to turn.
I don't know about creative or nice. I'll be like, you are double-handed. Please let somebody else turn.
And guess what? They have some double Dutch organizations that are over 40 plus. So it doesn't mean we stop. If you've got some young ones in your family, a lot of young girls don't know how to double Dutch. They never heard of it.
I know.
That blows my mind.
I
So
know.
that's one thing. And even single rope, right? Single
right.
rope was one of the things that we used to
Jumping,
do.
moving, running, chasing, bike riding.
Oh, what about tag?
Hula hoop. Who remembers hula hoop?
All the time.
Hula hoop.
Hula hoop. That was
Yes.
my thing. That was that was my thing in
Get
Jamaica.
that hula hoop going.
We twirl and twirl and twirl. I took it up to the top of my head, to my toes, down to my knees, back to my
What?
waist. That was that was my thing, the hula hoop. I would stand there, and the challenge was, don't let it drop. And as long as I stayed up, oh my goodness, I would be pouring sweat after that. Oh my goodness, that was a great exercise. It exercised everything: the neck, the foot, the legs, the waist. It exercised everything. The hula hoop.
So let me ask you this: do you still have a hula hoop? Because I have one. It, of course, these days it's weighted. Yes, I have a weighted one.
I do not have a hula hoop. I'm gonna have to get with you and see if I can still move. Oh my goodness, I need to move my waist. I'm gonna see if I can still do that.
The weighted ones stay up longer. They stay up longer. You can go for a long time with those light ones now. They cause a lot of movement.
They do. You had to catch them sometimes. When you go up on the fingers, you have to bring your hand down and bring it back down and go. Oh my goodness, they were very light. You're right. I haven't tried one of the weighted ones. I haven't done a lot of things.
Now let me ask you this. Yesterday, someone brought up roller skating.
Yes.
Now I used to love to roller skate. I had the backwards just a little bit. I wasn't that great, but I was pretty okay good. How does that sound? Pretty okay good.
I did my 40th birthday at the roller skating rink. I actually had a roller party for my 40th birthday. Yes.
Well, they have roller clubs. They have roller skating clubs right here in Charlotte. They do. They have them, I'm sure, in every city. And those are things that we can get. Now, I promise you, I don't know what it was about it. It was intimidation. I'll just call it out. I never could get on those single blades, the
roller blades. Yeah, that's what I did. I roller blades.
Did you do the roller blades?
Yeah, I still can. Mm-hmm.
I never tried the roller blades. And then being from Connecticut, instead of ice skating, we used to boot skate. Anybody with me?
Yes, but I ice skated.
Now that was one thing. I don't know what it was. I did ice skate. We didn't have to because our street stayed like a rink, and we used to just get out there with our boots.
Wow! I wanted to read the invitation from Coach AJ about boys and girls from ages 8 to 16 can access basketball for AAU and Park and Rec tryouts held every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. at Moore Sanctuary. And his phone number is actually in the post. So I certainly hope that if you are here and interested in getting your kids into AAU basketball and Park and Rec tryouts, please reach out and connect.
Yes. So that brings up a good connection to park and recs, going to the park, walking around the park. They have basketball hoops. They have places you can play kickball. You can go fishing at some of the parks. These things are available to us. And I'm going to put this one on to Judith. What about gardening? Uh-oh. Not only is it a way for new food, but it's exercise. Judith, take it away because your mom has the garden of the year.
My mother, she will go outside from sun up to sundown, and I do literally mean sun up to sundown. And I say to her, I says, Mom, aren't you tired? Do you want? No, this is my exercise. This is my exercise. This is my exercise. Listen, I'm not a gardening person. She is. The most gardening I do, I will say, Mom, I see a big red tomatoes. Can you go and get me that one over there? That's the most gardening that I do. She does all the gardening. She plants okra. She plants pears. She plants peaches. We have tomatoes. We have tomatoes. Miss Donna's gotten some of our tomatoes. We have peppers, all kinds of peppers. Peppers, green, purple peppers. Purple peppers.
Yes.
2 years ago, we ran up on that. Purple peppers. We have beans. She does turmeric. She does ginger. She does scallions. Scallions in Jamaica is, I think you guys call it green onions here. That's right. It's green onion. She does shallots.
Yes.
Does.
I grew scallions.
Did you grow
scallions? I grew some scallions on my sink because I just wanted to see if you could. All I did was I saw it on YouTube, I think, and I just took the scallions and I put a paper towel in the bottom of a glass, put the scallion in there, and they kept growing because I never planted them. They just kept growing. So instead of buying scallions, I would just cut the top off and they would just keep growing back.
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
And they're there.
And they grow fast, like within days.
They grow very, very fast. Mint is another thing. Fresh peppermint, thyme, everything that is herb orientated. She grows it back there. So it's we don't have to go to the stores to get certain things.
I want to say that is wonderful. That's one of the things that I teach as well. It's all about planting. Most of the vegetables that I got out of my garden this year, or most of the veggies that I ate this summer came out of my garden.
Yep.
And
and it's great. It's great. It's great to be able to just walk out and pick a tomato. It's great to be able to just walk out and pick a strawberry, and knowing that there is this wax that they put inside the fruits on the stores, on the fruits to keep them fresh. It's amazing the difference also too that the fresh organic fruit makes. It's amazing. And I do see a lot of people that are going back to that, Miss Donna. It used to be that everybody would do peaches from the can to do something. But now everywhere I go, I see gardens. I see gardens everywhere I go. People are really trying to get back to the natural orientation of living, the natural way of eating. So to bring us back into that healthy lifestyle, I think a lot of people are gravitating to that all across the US. So it is awesome. It is awesome.
Absolutely. But that's also what we got out of some of those old school family reunions. We had a multi-generational conversation with elders that would pass down information that we wouldn't otherwise get because we would be hanging out with our cousins who had the same age or our friends who had the same age. But at the family reunion, you had your older grandmothers, your aunts, you had people there that were sharing from their perspective. And that's also an important part of the fabric of family and community.
Yes.
True.
Dr. Lee, are there any gardens over on Johnson C. Smith?
Yes, there is. We call it the Sustainability Village. So we have a couple of greenhouses. We do some aquaponic gardening, which involves, I always get confused. There's hydroponic and aquaponic. One involves fish, and that's the one we have. We have both. We have a hydroponic and aquaponic. One is
Aquaponics.
like an entire ecosystem where the fish provide the nutrients to go to the plants and all of it. And you can eat the fish and you can eat the plants, and it's pretty nice. But we also have some raised container beds as well.
I
Yeah,
wonder
that's
now
what
you
I have to
teach.
graduate to, because I'm not ready to dig down into the ground. It's got to be coming to me for me to deal with it. Maybe when I get some more exercise in, I'll be willing to do the bend down into the dirt. But right now, my countertop is my garden. That's it.
Right, right.
Exactly. I'm not into that dirt business at all. That's
Me
where the
neither.
worms are. That's where the lizards are. I'm just not
Right.
I don't
the
buy them. I
dirt.
just don't want any
I
snakes.
I just
Okay,
I
so
don't want to see that at all.
you brought up something that you brought up something that I have to go ahead and just ask you. You said that you grow peppermint. Did you say that?
Peppermint, yes, yes,
So,
peppermint.
so
We
will that
all over the.
peppermint keep lizards away?
I don't know. I see you. If I go to my when I go to my mom and she's
I'm
out
so
in the
serious.
backyard, it's just it's they think it's so funny. I personally don't think it's very funny at all, but they think it's very, very funny. But I would walk outside, and the moment it's amazing. Nobody sees the lizard. I'm the only one who sees the lizard.
Right.
Nobody else sees it. But the slightest little movement, and I am in that house so fast. The neighbors laugh. My mom is laughing. Everybody's laughing. No, yes, I don't know if it does or not, but I see them and they're out. They're out there. There's a gentleman who came in to do our fence. We were doing a fence a couple of years ago, and he said though that the peppermint keeps the snakes away. That the snakes didn't like the smell of peppermint.
Right.
So, but I don't know about the lizards. I mean, it's
Okay.
still.
Well, let me just put this out here. I'm going to tie this into foster care and intergenerational. Y'all get yourselves a child because they're not afraid of the lizards.
No,
Get yourself a child for real. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm so afraid of those lizards that yesterday I had something I had to get done. I look at the corner of my eye, I see a lizard on my door. Now they're trying to get in.
Oh.
And everything stopped. I had to I bought this stuff, but it's mostly made out of peppermint. I paid a lot of money for this container, and it doesn't it just says it repels them. Well, they're not repelling. They smell it and then they're coming back, and I can't even concentrate when I see them. So
yeah, it is.
So I think I'm gonna grow some peppermint. Maybe
Oh,
that'll.
my
I
goodness.
didn't know you could grow peppermint.
Yeah, you can grow peppermint
Listen,
in the glass.
I can get you very many containers.
I
can
need
get
some
you very many
instructions.
containers. You can put 2 on each side of your yard, so that and it just multiplies. It multiplies tremendously. And they smell beautiful. It really does smell
Peppermint?
beautiful, and it's a very pretty plant. Oh yes, it smells absolutely beautiful.
Okay, if you are out there listening, please call me and come and help me. Help me go put the peppermint garden, dig it up, whatever we need to do.
The benefits of it as well. Peppermint tea, yes, the benefits of it as well.
Right.
We normally when we have a cold in the home or whatever ailments that we're doing, we'll do peppermint, some scallion, garlic, and ginger, and we boil those together. We don't in Jamaica we don't, I guess, draw the tea. I don't know what you got. You get a cup of hot water here in the US. You get a cup of hot water.
Yeah,
and
you don't
tea bag
steep,
in it.
you boil. Yeah.
We boil our teas.
Yeah.
We put tea bags in the water and it boils. So when I first, it's amazing. the culture of Jamaica and here when I first came here, I was blown away about a lot of stuff, how things done. But I wasn't going to go into a tangent. Peppermint is very good. We drink that for tea at nights and sometimes in the morning, and it's fresh peppermint. Just go outside, cut it, put it in some boiling water, and drink some tea. It's also it's a very good health benefit. benefits, very good health benefits as well.
Okay, wonderful.
Now I want to pull things back
It
just a
does
little
things
bit.
for your body.
Absolutely. I wanted to pull things back just a little bit because we wanted to share a couple of videos that I don't think we ever got to. And I don't want to leave these messages out because I think they are
Right.
important. So if I could borrow a moment, Donna,
Yes,
did we play?
we need to play. We need Dr. Dwan
Yep.
Monroe or Ms. Dwan
Mm-hmm.
Monroe. And so at this point, we'd like to hear from her. And then I would like for Ms. Judith and AJ, if you all would follow up with what she speaks about when it comes to CHWs, community health workers. They're one of the greatest assets in the community and one of the hidden treasures that many people are unaware of. And again, listen to the title, Community Health Workers. And so let her speak. And then, yes, if the two of you would follow up with personal stories and things that you know of why it is so important for us to have CHWs.
Greetings. My name is Dwan Monroe. I am the program coordinator at the Institute for Public Health Innovation. We are a regional public health institute for DC, Maryland, Virginia. We're one of 44 in the country that supports organizations, health departments, hospitals, and health entities support their communities and mitigating health inequities. One of our biggest portfolios is the workforce development of community health workers. What is a CHW, you ask? A community health worker is a frontline public health worker who are either a lay member of the community and who work either paid or volunteer in association with healthcare systems, both in urban and rural areas. CHWs usually have a unique understanding and experience with the communities that they work for. They have been identified in many as community health advisors, lay health advocates, promotores, outreach workers, community health representatives, and peer health promoters. CHWs offer interpretation, translation services, provide culturally appropriate health education and information, and help people to get the care that they need. They give informal counseling and guidance on health behaviors. They advocate for individual and community health needs and provide some direct services such as first aid and blood pressure screenings. CHWs are typically reside in the community that they serve, and they have the unique ability to bring information where it is needed the most. I charge you today to think about becoming a community health worker or connecting with the community health worker in your area. Recently, we had the wonderful opportunity to train a group of CHWs in Charlotte, the A-Team. This is a dynamic group of certified CHWs within your area who can help mitigate some of the health issues and chronic diseases within your communities and your families. Thank you, and I hope your conference is a success.
One of the things that she mentioned that I thought was really good, she said that we are the front line, AJ. She said that we are the front line mitigators to our community. And that's true just based in general on what we do, what our passion is, how we go about doing that. You are working with the young people and you are helping them to transition from children on up to adults. And there are a lot of things that you're doing with them and for them that doesn't only touch on sportsmanship, it touches on discipline, it touches on nutrition, it touches on exercising, it touches on responsibility, it touches on accountability. So those are, even though it's saying small things individually, to say that we are the frontline CHWs are the frontline individuals for our community, I think that's a really great statement in terms of of just being within the community and being the voice for individuals that are within the community. Is that something that you're thinking as well?
I definitely agree, and I think it's a very honorable position as far as serving. You know,
Yeah.
being able to serve people, and not just because they don't have, but more or less they don't know. You know, and that goes
Right.
back to together we win. You know, if you're letting
Hmm.
everybody know what's going on and what's around and what's there for them, it makes the
Hmm.
community better as a whole. You know, a lot of times the people that we're beginning to serve, like you said, is from young to old. There is no age. It's
There
family.
is no age.
So
Hmm.
if you have a need and you don't know the resource, that's where the community health workers definitely bridge the gap, and we come in to help. You know, whether you're a senior, whether you're just an older youth, is what I like to say. You know,
Hmm.
as far as joy, because seniors, you know, you don't stop living because you get older. You
That's true.
actually enjoy better because you're getting older. So, and the young people, we have to teach them how to become seniors, how to become respectful to seniors. And you know, another thing, like I always say, community health gave me the. I've always done it, but it's gave me the ability to talk to young people and listen to young people. You know, I don't like just talking to young people. I like listening to them because some of the
True.
things they say. I
Hmm.
always have a saying that there's nothing that you've probably done that I haven't seen or experienced. So now they're like, let me tell you this. Let me tell you that. Have you seen this or have you seen that?
Hmm.
So it's really good to get into it, you know. And
Yeah.
community health workers, as being a part of the A team, it is very wonderful because we're helping the Charlotte community as a whole right now. You know, we're doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the resources that we have, even as individual entrepreneurs that we have been and we are, we bring all that resources to the home of a family. Now, just recently we got a phone call, the A team did got a phone call about a family who was in dire needs. And immediately we rallied and we got some of our team members there into the home, and we were able to just sit and ask certain questions. And again, when she says that we are the frontliners, we are able to go into the home and just sit and ask certain questions, and then for the individuals to invite us in our home, because sometimes working with seniors a lot, they don't trust everybody, and you absolutely have to earn their trust. So when you walk in, when you have the ability to walk into a home and the senior feels comfortable enough to start sharing with you the needs that they have, then you have already been ingratiated into their homes and into their life. So at that point in time, you have the ability to make the difference, bring the resources that they're asking for, bring the benefits that they need. As a senior advocate myself, working with a number of our seniors, going into certain homes, it's it just breaks your heart sometimes, because one of the first things that I realized that I had to ask was, okay, do you have a church home? Because the need is so great a lot of times that I'm saying, okay, where are the support, where is the support for these individuals? But being able to go into the home and listen to the needs of the persons, I think when we say
No feeling.
frontliners, we really are frontliners because we're right there at the forefront. And when we walk in, it gives them the confidence to know that they're not in this by themselves. That was
Right.
one of the things that we came away with the recent home visit.
And we're never there to judge or any of those things.
Yes,
We're there to
no
listen.
judgment, no
No judge.
judgment,
Oh, we
no
just listen
judgment.
and make it
I've had
happen.
a number of times. I've had a number of times where I've had to go to the doctors or go to a court hearing, or even call up a family member, or say to individuals that are sitting in the home, okay, I know that this is not normally what happens, but we have these resources. Do you need somebody to come in and paint? Do you need somebody to come in and clean up the home? Do you need somebody to come in and cook? That's where we come into play. the resources that are not available, the resources that they don't know that they have access to. A lot of what we do also is education, so when you
Yes.
say community healthcare worker, it's a passionate type of a position that you're placed in. It's a connected, like AJ is, a connected type of a position that you have. It's the ability to bring forth those resources that those individuals don't know that they have, that we are able to bring and connect for the betterment of their lives. So yes, frontliners, that's who we are, and I like that term.
And wonderful. And so let me say this to all of those that are out there that will hear this in the future. Ask your healthcare, your primary doctor, your community, ask them if you want or desire a community health worker, if they have some. Because again, like they said, we're advocates and we're resources. That's what a
Yes.
community health worker is. And we're so thankful that we are connected to C.W. Williams,
Yes.
who is one of, like I said, the community resources that many people are unaware of, but we want to make sure that you are aware of whatever is going on with you. If you are have something going on with yourself, reach out. And again, they will direct you in the right direction. Thank you both so much. It definitely is a blessing to bring awareness. Also want to say, and I promise I have learned this over time. Google whatever you're looking for, whatever resources you're looking for anything, whether they're activities, youth activities, whatever it is that you're looking to do. Google it. There is a community resource out here for you. Or again, reach out to us. So we want to again just share the importance of the together we win. College, community, corporations, and church. When we come together, we can provide whatever needs are necessary for our young people, especially those aging out of the foster care system. That's what Home for Me is. We offer hope, opportunity, mentoring, and education. And again, we realize and we know that it takes the resources in the community for us to come together and make sure that everyone wins. I'm so looking forward to next year when we are in person, where we can eat the food out of Judith's mom's garden, and when we can have the food from off the grill.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about, listen, I want to share this. You can go from ribs to, and I know some people don't want to hear this, but you can grill fish, you can grill chicken, you can grill vegetables. So the grill's still going, because we can be honest, what attracts you when you hit the neighborhood and you know you're headed to a cookout? It's the charcoal smell, it's the grill. You don't even know what's on it. All you know is when you smell it, you follow your nose.
That's
When you walk
meant.
outside your door in your
Follow
own
that
community,
smell.
what's the first thing you say when you smell a grill? Man, somebody's cooking out. And don't you wish you were there, right? And
Yes.
so there are so many healthy choices now that we can put on the grill. So keep the grill going, keep the family healthy, and we want to make sure that we stay healthy together, so that when we do come together in person, everybody is healthy, right?
And
'Cause
everybody
together we
wins.
win. Lisa, go ahead, because I know we're coming up on time, and we just want to share some excitement. We have a bishop that is here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I want to share his word.
Yes, Bishop Wade Ferguson. He actually runs a community kitchen, 15th Street Community Kitchen. If you ever can make a donation to that, please do. He is at 15th Street Church of God. He is the pastor there, but we volunteer with him. But I'm going to tell you, to see a person get up at 6 o'clock, or he's up before 6, but at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, he is at that church. He is cooking himself,
Yes.
and he is serving himself to make sure that the homeless in that area eat. And you don't just have to be homeless. Let me say that. You don't just have to be homeless. You can go there and you can get a meal. And he is amazing. So if you can contribute to that ministry, he contributes to us. We are partners with him. We had our Christmas celebration at 15th Street Church of God here in Charlotte. And I'm telling you right now, one of the greatest people you ever want to meet, Bishop Wade Ferguson. We just call him Bishop. And he, if anyone, is connected to our young people. He is passionate about foster care. He is passionate about homelessness, and he is passionate about people being healthy. And so if you will let him come up, and then we realize without a doubt, together we win.
Looks like I got some technical difficulties.
Oh, that's all right. We know he'll come on. We know he'll be on there. All right.
Let's try it again. Let me try it
Okay,
again.
let's try it again. Yes. And it's okay because it's a part of our life now. It's called technology.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
We're gonna
Great
make it
news
work.
is we smile through it and keep clicking until we get to it. We don't even worry about it these days.
I don't understand what's happening.
That's all right. That's because he got a great message. That's why.
Yeah, you know that you know that that thing always trying to get in on
That's
the
it.
good thing of the message for the people.
Yep. Don't
You know,
worry about
whenever
it.
it's
It comes through.
whenever it's going to be good and great and impactful, you always have to show up. But you know,
Oh, and
God
while
is
you're
good.
doing that, let me say this, that on the website, NFEC and Expo, National Family Empowerment Conference and Expo, that's what it stands for, NFEC and Expo. The both days, the conference is already up on the website. It will also be on the Home for Me website, the conference from yesterday, and the individual speakers will be on the website. So please, if you know someone who was unable to come yesterday or today, make sure that they get a chance to go to it. Please make your comments of, well, you know, how you enjoyed it, what you received from it, and do that. And then please support Home for Me.
Why
And young
is it?
people, remember, even if you're not a young person, but you have or know someone who needs Home for Me, as long as
Yes.
there's a home for me, there is a home for you. The family sits here and wait. And I will reiterate, like I said earlier, we don't just do these events just to do something for the year. We do these events so you know we're here. We do these events so you know you have a family member just sitting and waiting for you to reach out and touch. We are the wraparound that you need. The birthday parties, when we come together, it's amazing, guys. And one of the things that I love seeing unfold when we do, especially the birthday parties, when they come and they realize, okay, this is us, this
We're
is
gonna
for
try it
me,
again.
and this is all about me. They'll come in, everybody just in their little corners. Nobody wants to talk. But before the day is out, everybody's having a wonderful time. Go ahead, Lisa. As soon as I hear him
I'm
start talking,
trying.
I'll
It's okay. It's
I'll just
okay. You
stop
keep
talking.
going. I can
And,
always
and
start
and
it over.
I'm serious though, because with us here at Home for Me, we literally say we are the organization that's in the gap, because the kids from that are being let out of the system, the kids that grow out of the system don't always have
Being
somewhere to go.
selfish. Know this.
All right, we're gonna get this now.
Yeah, we're going to get this.
Yes,
We
we're gonna
thank y'all
get
for
this.
hanging in there. We're going to get
We are
this.
going to get this. Absolutely.
Because if you know who he is, you know that there's some things that the enemy would not want to come out, but this is coming out. Together we win. He's got it.
Yes.
And one thing, like you were saying, Ms. Jude, let me also say this. It doesn't matter how old you are. We meet and connect with people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. I'm telling you, that because you aged out and because you've reached a certain age, doesn't mean those that trauma goes away, those emotions go
In
away.
business and many other areas, even in the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom understands the strength and safety in staying together. Predators generally like to go after the stragglers, or they purposely try to cut off one or two animals from the rest of the herd so that they can pick them off. As a people group in ethnicity, even Christians, it is vitally important that we learn how to live this life together. By ourselves, we face danger, loneliness, insecurity, weakness, but together with other believers, with other ethnicities, with other people, we find encouragement, we find hope, we find strength, we find safety, and so much more. Kurt Franklin, gospel singer and Little Baby, just came out, who a rapper, just came out with a song collaboration. And guess what it's called? It's called We Win. Listen to some of the lyrics as I turn around and I share them with you. We will be better than ever. Made a promise we can do it together. I ain't breaking my word. I just wish that I could fly like a bird, get away from this earth. Had to pray and pray. I felt I was cursed. Always tell myself it could have been worse. Never going back. I broke the reverse. It come from my soul. No need to rehearse. Lots of time I was in need of work. Talk to God like I needed this to work. Jump the line like I needed it first, but I was being selfish. Know this gonna affect a lot of people. I was being careless. Took a break and stepped. I'm coming back when I get ready. I know this break will break people in pieces, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to live with you, and we're going to turn around and we're going to put the pieces. And then it goes on in the chorus. It says, we will, we will, we will, we will. We will, 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 we will win. This next verse says, striving for greatness at the same time, keeping my patience. Can't be racing to no early grave. I'm cool with this pacing. I could drop at any time. I'm holding my aces. I've seen disappointment in all their faces. Even the turtle still crosses the finish line. We done raised the bar so many times. It's only right they give me mine. Diamond by myself, together, we really shine. Long as I keep putting my faith and trust in God, I know that everything will be fine. Built for it, real stand-up guy. They ain't never breaking my kind. I believe I can do it. I ain't never changing my mind. Life's all about patience. Take it one day at a time. I said life's all about patience. Take it one day at a time. Then it goes back and says, we will, we will, we will, we will, we will. Young people, we will, we will. Old people, we will, we will, we will, we will, we will win. There must still be unity in the community and in our family. God can appreciate our differences and still create unity. Together, we can produce a sound of harmony that expresses the multifaceted character of God. Ecclesiastes, if I can go just biblical on you for a little bit, and Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 says, two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them. Also, two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. Remember, my people, it's not when you start, it's how you finish. Our greater comes out of us, not based on the obstacle in what we face, but when we work together and embrace the obstacle we face, we run, we win the race. Together, we win. It's time to embrace. It's time to embrace. young people, old people, my people, their people. It's time to embrace, because together we win. I want to thank the National Empowerment Conference for putting on this conference, even in the midst of the pandemic that we find ourselves in, to be brave enough and bold enough to continue to do this work shows me that the leadership of this conference is focused, is centered on making sure that the word and the work continues. I'm going to challenge those who have been on with me in this conference over these last 2 days that you will support the efforts of the National Family Empowerment Conference, and also some of the subsidiaries that they have, for instance, Home for Me. And some of the other works that they do. They need support. We need to support them, because by supporting them, we support our own. And I want you to remember that we win. We win. Yes, we will. Together we win. God bless you. God keep you is my prayer.
Amen.
Yes. What an
Amen.
awesome way to end an amazing 2 days. Together we win.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Donna, I think you're absolutely right. That's an amazing way to end. I think we'll go ahead and let everybody who participated in helping to make this success, we'll bring them on real quick to just let that play. Together we win, and then we are out of here. If you want to give a last closing comment, please, please, please do at this time.
Listen, we thank you, we love you, and we want to come together so we can win for our families, for our young people. Go to the website, connect, and let's get together, because together we win.
Absolutely.
Together we win.
You know,
That's right. Good night. We love you. God bless